A Washington family is terrified that history will repeat itself because a new application for a residential treatment program for teens has been filed at the same location where their daughter died in 2022. Fox 13 has been following the tragic story of Taylor Goodridge.
She passed away while under the care of the Utah boarding school Diamond Ranch Academy. Fox 13's Alejandra Guzman joining us from the newsroom with the very latest.
Rafa Academy is applying for a license in the exact same facility that housed Diamond Ranch, and they're hoping to fill those empty hallways in the near future. But Taylor's father, Dean, tells us the school is nothing more than a thinly veiled version of the previous tenant. We dug into those allegations, and what we found may have you saying double.
I'm just finally glad that somebody listened.
But justice for Taylor was short-lived.
This destroyed my family. My tribe. It did a lot.
17-year-old Taylor Goodridge from Snohomish County died from a treatable condition, peritonitis, a stomach infection, in December 2022 while in the care of Utah boarding school Diamond Ranch Academy. In July 2023, a state medical panel determined breaches in the standard of care at the school led to Taylor's death. 24 hours later, the Department of Health and Human Services denied their application for a license renewal and ordered them to shut down.
I just would have loved to see what she would have done with her life.
Dean's voice heavy with the weight of a future he will never witness. Instead, he's now faced with the abrupt reflection of an eerily similar nightmare. If you feel like this school looks familiar, it's because it is. Take a close look at this map. This same building that once housed Diamond Ranch Academy is now listed as a new therapeutic boarding school for teen boys called Rafa Academy. In the 4 months Diamond Ranch has been closed, the building and the property it sits on has changed hands several times. With the hopes of distancing themselves from their predecessor, a small side street has been renamed, allowing the facility to be given a new address. Despite the rebranding, Rafa Academy's website only seems to drudge up the past with a twin-like look, uniform fonts, and only a slight variation in colors from the former Diamond Ranch webpage.
This new facility has nothing to do with DRA. Why would you use pictures from DRA?
Several images on the news site are identical to the ones used by the tainted academy, but the most obvious suggestion is the repeated verbiage touting the school as America's leading teen therapeutic boarding school, claiming to offer immersive therapy for troubled teens, helping them get their lives back on track, and is providing a first-class structured campus for boys and girls. This carbon copy line is the most egregious because Rafa is only open to teen boys, not girls.
I was upset. I mean, they're just going to do the exact same thing, this time just to boys instead of co-ed.
Given the parallels between the two academies, we requested Rafa's license application. Utah's Department of Health and Human Services tells us it's currently under review. According to the application, the new executive director of Rafa Academy will be Adam Cheney, a former psychotherapist at Diamond Ranch who oversaw Taylor's care. The hardest part for this grieving father is he firmly believes Cheney alone could have saved her if he had spoken up. 6 days before Taylor died, Cheney emailed him saying Taylor has been sick for a couple of days and won't be joining us on the call today.
He could have told me then because my daughter could still be here. He knew what was going on. He has no problem lying to a parent when he knows how sick a child is. And yeah, I'll call him out.
Cheney isn't the only returning player in this game. Jason Simons is listed as the HR director for the new school. He also held the same title at Diamond Ranch, a fact that DHHS says they're well aware of.
Honestly, I don't know how some of these people sleep at night.
When we asked DHHS if they were aware Cheney was Taylor's therapist, they said that information is not part of the application process. Connections between Rafa Academy and Diamond Ranch Academy will be taken into consideration as part of our licensing application review. Indignant by the possibility of another boarding school opening up on the steps where his daughter lost her life, Dean is making it his mission to educate families and share Taylor's story.
Just because you change the name, it's still that facility. Too many people know it. And, you know, I'll straight up say, don't send your kids to Rafa Academy.
DHHS says they will review the information we just showed you, including the emails between Adam Cheney and Dean Goodrich. We reached out to Adam Cheney and asked about his relationship with Taylor Goodrich and the similarities between the two schools, particularly the website. He still hasn't responded. However, less than 24 hours after inquiry, the Rafa Academy website disappeared. Utah officials told us today the application has not yet been withdrawn and is still under review. We'll keep you posted as things develop. Alejandra Guzman, Fox 13 News.